it's my show. Not a quitter, but I came close. Then the drums start beating and the lights turn on. That's right, baby, I'm home. Who you know do it like this? Make a comeback so fierce. Whole world better tune in. Watch out, cause I'ma go big. I'ma go big. I'ma go big. Look what I did.
Good afternoon and welcome to KHOU 11's online coverage of the Final Four in Houston. Hello, everybody. I'm Lynn Cannon. Welcome to Game Day.
Woo! Put those rally towels up. Let's go. This is semifinal Saturday. Hello there. I'm Via Grady, KHOU 11 News in the house, coming to you live from the Final Four Fan Fest here at the George R. Brown Convention Center with a front row seat to all the actions.
Got our terrible towels here with KHOU 11 written all over it. I'd like to see some of these on TV tonight at the semifinal games.
Yes.
That would be fun.
We have a few of
Is it upside down?
We have a few of our friends
Lord help
holding
me.
them up. It's okay.
Help that child.
Gonna give them one of these. Take one of those. Yes.
The crew had to correct me. They're like,
It's all good. It's all good. Put a basketball in this man's hands instead of the rally towel. There you go.
There we go.
Yeah, it is semifinal Saturday. A reason why we have those rally towels up is because tonight is the night. By the end of the night, we'll know who will play for the championship come Monday. But up first, we have Game 1 and Game 2 as well. All the action starts at 5:09. That's going to be down at NRG Park. But in the meantime, we want to give you a broader view of what's going on here in downtown Houston.
Let's jump outside and show you what we've got right now. There's a live picture. This is outside our studios along the GRB, right? And this is at the GRB where FanFest is being held. Then across the street, of course, is Discovery Green where they're having the Music Fest. There you see the crowds. The headliner for tonight's concert, Lil Nas X. Now, I don't know if you've seen video or heard about it, but Megan Thee Stallion put a show on last night. Big crowd. We expect the same thing tonight at Discovery Green.
She'll be a hard act to follow. A hometown girl. She set that stage on fire. We're giving you a view from above right now as well, too. All of the fans here in Houston, there are tens of thousands of fans that have traveled with these 4 different universities to come here and watch their team get their game on and hopefully make it to the championship game. They're entering the gates there at NRG Park. That's where the games both will take place tonight, and then the championship game will be back at NRG as well.
It is amazing how early people are getting to the game. You know, we're like, what, a couple hours away.
Not so
from
early
the first
anymore.
Game.
Yeah.
I guess not. And then, of course, the second game. You can hear behind us, that is a band performing just across the way at a basketball court. There have been a lot of rallies being held here, and, of course, all of the fun events for kids. We've been taking pictures with a lot of folks, so come by our studio in GRB, take a picture with Mia and I. Mia, we've been talking to people, and they've come to hang out with their kids, and then they tell me they're on their way to the game as soon as they leave FanFest. So what an exciting day for them.
It's exciting here, but it's especially exciting down at NRG Stadium. A little more than 2 hours to go until game time, and there have been folks there all day long. Let's take a look at the pep rally. We understand that's just wrapping up. This is a group of, you can recognize from the colors. Yes, the Miami Hurricanes fans who have gathered there. They're getting ready to get their game on, a little pregame action for them. There's been a pep rally today, so you know they are pumped. They're bringing the energy. Someone else who's been able to witness and experience this all, our own Cheryl Mercedes in the mix at NRG. It's where those fans have spent the afternoon tailgating as well.
Cheryl.
Hey, Landmia, they don't call it the tip-off tailgating for nothing. We just got a great performance by Miami University's band as well as San Diego State. Let me tell you, those fans were hyped up here. Huskies also had a small performance and some trivia, and we have yet to see Florida Atlantic perform, but we're told that's coming up. Fans out here, as you can see at Energy Park, are enjoying a variety of hoops games, carnival rides, trivia games, and I think at this point, you know, yesterday the kids really enjoyed being out here. Our local students who read lots of books for the opportunity to get this game day experience. Today, it is the college tailgate experience. Fans from all across the country are here to support their teams, and they are really hyped up. I mean, I'm talking costumes, their own jerseys that are personalized, and then their own fan faces they're carrying around with their favorite players. So we are going to stay here as this pep rally continues and bring back all the action. There's nothing short of fun here at the tailgate tip-off. Len, Mia, back to you.
Exciting stuff. Thank you, Cheryl. All right, you can watch the semifinal games today. San Diego State versus Florida Atlantic University. That's the first game. They play at 5:09. Both of them considered Cinderellas. Nobody placed them in the semifinal. And then after that game at 7:49, it is UConn. They've won this championship before. At 7:49, they can take on the Hurricanes of the University of Miami. They've been lighting it up. Should be an exciting game. Also happening right now, the March Madness Music Fest. Tonight is the Move by Coca-Cola performance.
That's right. Rapper Flo Milli and singer-songwriter Maggie Rogers will open for headliner Lil Nas X. Jason Miles is pre-gaming the concert for us. Give us a lay of the land there, Jason.
Well, of course, basketball, the star of the show during Final Four weekend, but down here today, it's all about the music. And I must say, the line yesterday around this time was much longer for hometown performer Megan Thee Stallion. But just a few moments ago, this whole area was filled with people right before they opened the security gates. That was around 3 o'clock. Fortunately, a couple of folks waited around for me to interview them. Here is Becky and 9-year-old Xander. And Becky, what's the attraction?
Lil Nas X. We've been waiting, since we heard to get down here and see him. We're really excited.
And Xander, I understand you have a special connection to Lil Nas X.
He in my walk-up song for baseball.
What song is it?
Star Walking.
Oh, he has a song other than Old Town Road?
Yeah.
Oh, see, I learned something every day. Thank you guys for sticking around for me. And I did do some research, and I think we may have a full screen of the lineup tonight. Obviously, I know who Lil Nas X is. In fact, he had, I think it may still hold the record for the longest running #1 single on the Hot 100, Old Town Road, 19 weeks. Maggie Rogers, nominated for Best New Artist Grammy a few years ago, who knew? And Flo Milli, a rapper most known for her prominence on TikTok. She's from the Mobile, Alabama area. The festival grounds just opened, Lil Nas X performing later today, so we may indeed see the line grow once again closer to his performance time. Meantime, a lot of people milling around here. We have an Astros game at the other end of Avenida at Minute Maid Park. Still a lot of Astros fans around as well. The game is underway, of course, and a little later, all those folks may head over this way. You never know. Also inside the GRB, of course, Fan Fest going on, and there is plenty of security, plenty of emergency personnel. It is a little warm today, but even, Nathan, I don't know if you can swing around here. These folks call themselves thirst responders, and they have water and Powerade for sale, and I may hit them up after this live shot. For now, reporting live downtown, Jason Miles, KHOU 11 News.
That is the appropriate thing. Thirst responders, don't you think?
Thirst responders. You need to stay hydrated out there because once those shows start, things are going to get really hot and happening then. Thanks so much, Jason.
Thank you, Jason. Hey, if you want tickets to tomorrow's free concert or for other Final Four information, simply text the word MADNESS to 713-526-1111. We'll text you back with links of all the details. And we're here to meet you this afternoon at FanFest. We've teamed up with Space Center Houston for an out-of-this-world photo experience. People have been lining up here at GRB to participate in this. So come see us, participate in the photo booth, and come take a picture with us or the KHOU 11 patio along the Avenida. You never know what we'll get into, what to do when you get here. There's so much to take a look at.
Check this out. Let's see. I don't know. You think I got this? You think I got a dunk? Let's see. Ah!
Not bad, Cheetah. Not bad. You know, Cheetah's an athlete, so don't be fooled. She said she got this. No problem. Cheetah Craft, awesome dunk earlier today. So that will her kids will be very happy to see that mom can do that.
Oh, her son will be especially proud. He's a little athlete himself. Cheetah catching air there. Air cheetah. How about that?
Fully laid out.
Right? Tim Pandages on deck now. Tim, I understand you're in a special basketball setup of your own. What do you have for us?
Hey, you know, it is just such an immersive experience here at FanFest, right? Now, Jason mentioned how warm it is outside. You can come on into the GRB, air-conditioned. Very nice inside, a totally immersive experience with so much to do. I want to show you one of these experiences because, of course, it has to do with basketball. And we're at the Ritz setup here where you can really shoot around the horn almost, kind of like playing horse. If you were a fan of that when you were a kid, playing with a neighborhood kid. So we're actually going to give it a whirl here. And I haven't shot a basketball in a very long time. I used to play when I was a kid, but wasn't terribly good. So we'll see how we do here. We're going to start right here? All right. Okay. You got 3 shots. Okay, let's see how we can do this here. All right. All right. That's why there's three chances. This is not going well for me, guys. All right. 3 times. That way? Okay. Let's try it. This one should be pretty easy on the eye. Okay. All right. You ready for this? All right. Nothing but net. Nothing but net. On the tee. All right. Oh, all right. This one's pretty high up. That was terrible. That was absolutely terrible. Oh, hold on. I got to get one more. Hold on. Let's see. All right, I'll try again next time, guys, but I'll send it back over to you, Len and Mia. I feel bad about myself now. It's terrible.
The effort, Tim. All about the effort.
You're an MVP when it comes to meteorology. That's all that matters,
That's
Tim.
all that matters.
Let me tell you.
Oh, they missed it.
Hey!
Oh,
there we go.
No.
Finally.
We saw it,
when
Tim.
the camera's off.
We saw it, Tim. You're good. I tell you, it's tough, right? I mean, we all love basketball. We all love watching it. But, you know, some of us, our sports are...
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, he's
not
looking
giving
good now.
up.
He's not giving up.
He's still
I
trying.
get a prize.
He's
Honey,
like,
look, he's so excited. Oh, my God.
Oh, my goodness.
It's the kid and the meteorologist.
he must redeem
he's a crossover
himself.
athlete. Meteorology, basketball. Meteorology, basketball. We do it all.
Kind-
I got all these prizes.
Tim, it's
Oh,
all
my
in the
gosh.
legs. Oh, yes, you're
I
number
got some
one.
towels. Some towels.
And he still came
my
out
goodness.
winning. How about that? How about that?
Guys, this was a lot of fun. A lot of fun down here. We'll see you in a little bit.
All right, sounds good. All right, David Paul, your turn. What are you
Well,
going to
like
do?
Tim said,
Alley-oop,
this is the
slam
thing.
dunk?
It's so much fun. It's immersive. We're shooting baskets. There's just something for everybody inside and outside today. You know, it started warming up quite a bit. In fact, temperatures got up to near 90 before this deck of mid-level clouds moved in, and it's feeling a little bit better outside, but it's still really warm. You want to hydrate fully, whatever you're doing this afternoon, especially if you're coming down here to FanFest or the concert at Discovery Green that is just about to kick off. Let the crowd in there just a little bit ago. Here's your fast break forecast for the rest of the evening. We'll stay in the mid-80s. As we head through 6 o'clock, still 86, and then 76 by 9 o'clock. So it's going to be a warm, but I think dry and nice early summer, late spring evening. Current temps across the board, Galveston's 84. Hobby is still holding on to 89, and Sugar Land is 88. We have really warmed up today, even though we had a front come through, and now that front's become stationary. See it lined up there across the Galveston Bay area. So along that front, it's the boundary between some very dry air and some very moist air. Temperatures again have gone into the 80s. Victoria's at 89, Harlingen 89, Dallas is a comfortable 73. But the real factor is the dew point. Houston's at 28. Very dry airs come in, so it's making the heat bearable this afternoon. We'll go through the evening in the mid-70s. We'll start tomorrow morning in the 60s, and there's a slight chance for a scattered shower in the morning as well. Slight chance. And then by the afternoon, a slight chance for a scattered shower, but again, we're back into the 80s. So let's take a look at the forecast. The evening stays warm and dry. Nice Saturday evening. Sunday, 20% chance for a stray shower, but overall not a bad day. Rain chances have tapered down over the past couple of days for Sunday. 83 is the high temp tomorrow. The extended is interesting. Monday 90. Tuesday 88, very early summer like Monday, Tuesday. Then we get a front Wednesday with a good chance for rain. Look at Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 50s and 60s and rainy. We're going to go back to some cooler weather the second half of next week. Until then, it feels like late spring, maybe early summer out here. It's going to be a beautiful evening for the concert and Fan Fest and everybody outside on this Saturday night. Len and Mia, back over to you guys.
Couldn't have asked for better weather this Final Four weekend, David Paul. Nice job.
I thought spring was here to stay, and now he's saying the temperatures are going to go back down. I'm so confused.
You know how it is here in Houston.
Yes.
Exactly.
Hey, if you need help navigating down here with what all the things that are happening, traffic anchor Jennifer Reyna is on deck. Hello, Jennifer.
Hello, Lynn. That was hilarious. I think the same thing pretty much in the traffic center. 1 minute it's clear, the next minute we've got bumper-to-bumper conditions. One of our main problems right now up on the north side of town, we did have an inbound issue at Tidwell, so that's why you'll see the orange southbound, but northbound right now at Shepherd, they had everything shut down. 2 right lanes are able to get through, but it's a little bunched up for about a half a mile to a mile in that area. I do want to take you closer to the action just so you can get a close glimpse of not only the road work that's happening on the Gulf Freeway. This is northbound in League City. We've had a couple of right lanes taken away. That will be in place until Monday. But where the real action is right near North Loop, Irvington, and also the other side of the loop near NRG. Did have a picture for you right near Kirby where we had a little bit of road work happening and a little bit of traffic that was in that area. Overall, you know the closures to expect in downtown Houston right near Discovery Green, Lamar, Avenida de las Americas, with a lot of foot traffic that's happening. I'll send it back to GRB where all of the fan festivities are happening.
Thanks, Jen. You know, it's worth the drive. FanFest continues here at the George R. Brown Convention Center and runs until 8 o'clock tonight. Plenty of time to get down here and get in on the action. We're right back after this. It is semifinal Saturday, and we are ready to play. It's a hoops fans paradise at the George R. Brown Convention Center. The Final Four Fan Fest in full effect. Hey, need to catch a break? Check out the Busted Bracket Bar here at Fan Fest. You know, some of you have brackets that are busted wide open, but it doesn't matter. You know, bring your sadness, bring your sorrows here, and just have a good time. And join all of our friends, fellow Houstonians, and guests here on the floor of the George R. Brown Convention Center. It has been transformed indeed, and kids of all ages are enjoying. Well, we're here at the George R. Brown with so many of our friends of all ages. Our sports team is at NRG Stadium for tonight's big game.
Our Jason Bristow back at the stadium. breaking down what you can expect for Game 1. That's Florida Atlantic taking on San Diego State. Tip-off, 5:30. Hey, Jason.
Hi, Len. Hi, Mia. I think this is what you can expect. I think you can expect a lot of jitters in this first national semifinal. Here at NRG, you have the stage lighting, you have all these cameras, and of course this enormous space for a college basketball game. I can tell you right now, San Diego State is favored by 2.5. I just looked it up. That's what one sports book has. The Aztecs favored by 2.5. So what are these two schools saying about each other? Let's get to that right now. Florida Atlantic, here's some video of the Owls on the floor Friday during that open practice session. Of course, Florida Atlantic normally plays in front of what? 2,000 fans? But this team is 35-3. San Diego State, this is a much more known commodity, but obviously has never been to this stage either. They were also a part of Final Four Friday. I think it's customary for one team to say they're not taking the other team lightly, and we heard that Friday as well.
We're not looking past them at all. We got better in practice this week, got able to get into the arena yesterday, get some shots up, get our rhythm going, prepare for them more. But it's good to be here. It's a blessing to be here, and we're just focused on this game for Saturday.
They're disciplined, they're tough, they're together. I could go on and on with adjectives. They're all positive to describe San Diego State. It's going to be an extremely tough game. But fortunately, we have seen teams with similar level of discipline and approach to the game that they play with.
San Diego State is all about defense, and FAU, well, that fan base is breathing a sigh of relief because their coach, Dusty May, says that he will indeed be staying at that school, so that is huge for that program and Florida Atlantic University. Back live now here at NRG. San Diego State fans are filling in, and then right over here, over my right shoulder, you have part of the broadcast team, Clark Kellogg, Ernie Johnson, Kenny Smith, and Charles Barkley, as they're getting everyone ready for this national semifinal, the first one airing here at NRG, Florida Atlantic and San Diego State. That's the story from NRG. Let's send it back to you.
It won't be long now. Looking forward to it. Thank you, Jason. And a reminder, you can watch San Diego State and Florida Atlantic play in the first semi-game. That is coming up at 5:09. Then it's UConn versus Miami at 7:49. And, of course, you can watch both right here on KHOU 11. We're right back after this. No, we're not. We're going to keep the fun going. There's a full court and half a dozen half courts, and you never know who you'll see on them, as well as a hockey court apparently too.
Well, see, they've got all kind of things. They've got a lot of people gravitating, of course, towards the basketball courts because there's a bunch of them. They have high rims, low rims. I like the low rims. You can do all kind of stuff on them, make yourself look good. But they've got, as you can see there, hockey. They've got lacrosse. They've got baseball,
a baseball diamond, yes.
Soccer.
Yes, yes.
So it's pretty cool. Golf there. So anything your heart's desire, if your kids want to check out, it is great to do. Also, there's a lot of star sightings here, a couple of different locations. I went over to one section. Vince Carter, former NBA star, used to go by Vinsanity for his dunks. He was signing autographs.
Sweet.
And then I was telling Mia the story. Somebody said, well, you know, Magic Johnson is at the Coca-Cola X section. So I ran down there to check out Magic, and that was a whole lot of fun. He was playing a game with one of the fans.
That's what I love about these marquee events that come to town. So many people travel from near and far, and many of those people are celebrities and star athletes. So it's a unique opportunity to be here on the floor of the GRB because you just don't know who you'll meet, who you'll see, who you'll be able to watch play, get an autograph from. It is an absolute dream. It is. You know, I'm just laughing watching hockey because ice hockey, right? It makes me think of colder weather, David Paul. None of that today. No cold weather outside. It is warm, but it is quite comfortable.
It's really turned into a beautiful afternoon. The clouds came in. They're really helping. Like, it got to 89 a little bit ago, and it was getting kind of hot. The crowd over here at Discovery Green for the concert was fanning themselves, but the clouds rolled in. It's really helped. We've dropped down to about 85 or so here at Avenida. Across the board, though, temps are showing signs of still being warm. We had 89 at Hobby during the last hour. Let's take a look at the forecast. And the numbers are interesting. the rest of this evening will be quite warm. But then as we look at the extended, we only have a 20% rain chance tomorrow. This is really going to help things out. Instead of having a 40 or 50% rain chance like we thought earlier, notice the right-hand side of your screen. We're going to cool down as we head into the end of next week. But as far as the rest of this evening goes, your fast break forecast, I think about mid-80s by 6 o'clock, about where we are right now, and then 76 as we head toward 9 o'clock. So it should be a warm but dry evening. And look at temps, 89 at Hobby, Sugarland 88. Temperatures really went off to the races today when that sun was out full and we got into temps near 90. Stationary boundary. Look, it's kicking off a couple of showers now, popping up down toward the coast of Matagorda and Brazoria County. We'll have to keep an eye on that. These stationary boundaries can sometime fire off a shower or two that's a little unexpected, so that's something we'll have to watch. 86 at Houston, Austin's at 80, Dallas has had a nice day at 73. It's a boundary between really moist air, the green, and really dry air, the sand color, desert color. 28 is the dew point in Houston right now in downtown, and so that's making this warm weather feel kind of bearable. We look at Future Track. It's not advertising showers this evening, but I got to tell you, I may have to increase a slight rain chance areas south of I-10 because of that stationary boundary in place. We go into tomorrow morning, a slight chance for a scattered shower, 20% chance. We go into tomorrow afternoon, it's a 20% chance for a scattered shower. We make the low to mid 80s for highs on Sunday, and so rain chances this evening. For the moment, I don't have them in the Houston area, but we may have to add a slight chance. And then tomorrow it's a 20% chance, high temp going up to 83. But guys, out here on Avenida, it is beautiful. People are walking around, having a great time, going between the Stros and going between the Fan Fest here at the GRB. And so it's a nice Houston late spring, early summer feel to it. Back to you.
Yeah, very good news there, David, for people who want to go to tonight's concert. And tomorrow sounds like going to be dry for folks to hang out. Thank you, sir.
With the Final Four in town, there are plenty of famous faces in Houston, and some of them are sports legends, as we mentioned just moments ago. Matt Musil caught up with one of basketball's greatest players, who's no stranger to Houston sports fans. Matt's at NRG. He joins us now. Matt?
No doubt about that, Mia. First off, breaking news out of the University of Houston. Forward Tremont Mark is entering the transfer portal. The university just released that information, but Tremont Mark, he's been a mainstay with that U of H team for the last 3 seasons, and he is leaving via the transfer portal. We'll have more on that as we move along. As you said, Mia, so many things going on around the city, so many events around the city. And let me roll this video and show you what I'm talking about, because this morning we were over on the campus of the University of Houston, and a true legend, Hakeem Olajuwon, hosting his Impact Basketball Camp free of charge for kids. This was a highlight when the Dream was asked to explain how the Dream Shake worked. Assisted by Jarris Walker of UH and Marquise Noel of K-State. I don't think the kids realized how special this moment was, but I assure you, some of the parents that I talked with did. And Hakeem, well, he just wishes his alma mater, U of H, was playing this weekend. What impressed you the most about that team?
The energy that they bring to the game, every game, in practice, in the game. Coach Sampson have done an incredible job by creating that culture of hard work and discipline.
And I love seeing this. Hakeem spent several moments tutoring Houston's one-and-done freshman, Jarris Walker. Of course, he's headed to the NBA. Very special morning over there at U of H, watching the Dream work with the kids, the youngsters of all ages, including Jarris Walker, who's headed to the NBA. But once again, guys, the big news out of University of Houston just moments ago, Tremont Mark is transferring out of the Cougs program. Now back to you.
Yeah, that's become a common theme, of course, for a lot of athletes. That transfer portal has become quite popular. And listening to Hakeem Olajuwon, who I loved when I was growing up, he's very soft-spoken, but my man has got a very loud game.
He certainly does. All right, thanks, Matt. Friends, don't go anywhere. Our Final Four coverage continues online after this break. We are right back.
Oh, the music and the madness. Time to put up or shut up today in the Final Four. Today's games will determine who will play for the crown Monday night at NRG Stadium. This is Air 11 flying over the stadium right now. People are heading into the stadium for game 1 tonight of the semifinal matchup between Florida Atlantic and San Diego State. That game kicks off at 5:09, followed by Miami and UConn.
Get your rally towels up. It is game time. We are pre-gaming here at the GRB. And the games, they may be at NRG, but the high energy and fun vibe is magnetic here in downtown Houston. You can see all the people out and about, walking, taking in all the sights. We've got day 2 of Fan Fest and day 2 of the March Madness Music Festival coming your way.
Yeah, we know last night was hoppin' and poppin' with Megan Thee Stallion. Really a big crowd. And we're bringing you now inside to the Fan Fest across from Discovery Green where the concerts are held. And this is a GRB. Folks are shooting hoops. This is the basketball court near our studio inside Fan Fest. Been a lot of players, people playing, and also bands performing over there.
That's right. And check out this line for the KHOU 11 booth. Folks waiting to record a special video message. We want you to come down, check it out, take part. There's a video souvenir for you that's available. And 2, I was talking about get your rally towels up, right? Get those going. We're giving those away as well. So much to take in, so much to leave with, so many memories to be created here. You know, for the kids, this is something they'll talk about 10 years from now, 20 years from now. I remember when the Final Four came to Houston. I remember when I saw Magic Johnson on the court.
Yes, he was here. He was here. And the lines were so long for Magic and also Vince Carter. Welcome back. Hello to Fan Fest, everybody. Let's go to, who are we going to next?
Tim Pandages.
Hey guys, yeah, so we just crossed the main drag. Last time we saw you, we were over at Ritz shooting some baskets there. Now we're up in the ante. We're over at AT&T Hot Streak. And so this is a little bit more legit. So I'm going to embarrass myself a little bit more for your entertainment now. And we're going to walk over here. You get a minute to shoot all these different shots, and they give you all the different percentages. Wow, almost just lost it there. You missed that one. So this is called the Hot Streak. And this is going to give me a percentage, and then I'm going to go to all these different spots and shoot the ball from it. It's a whole LED setup court. I get a whole minute to shoot these things, and let's see how it works here. So I got to go over here first to shoot the first shot, and I missed again. All right, so we're going to lay that one up. All right, first one done. Let's see where the next one is. Here we go. Second one in. There's the third one. Ah. Terrible. This is so embarrassing, guys. You have no idea. All right, guys, I'm probably going to use up all my shots here before we got 23 seconds still. Let's see, nothing. All right, Dave, you are probably way better with your height at basketball. So what are we looking at for our forecast here going forward into tonight? Oh, missed it.
Don't even think that I could make a basket right now. Come on, one more time, Pat.
There
Tim,
we
let's
go.
see you do it. Put it in.
Finally, I got it. I got it.
Oh, sweet.
I got it. One more. Hold on. I got 4 seconds.
Under pressure. He nails it.
Oh!
Well done, Tim.
No, it wasn't really that good. It was all
it's
right.
on the legs, Tim. It's on the legs. You look like you're shooting baskets underwater.
I tell you what.
That's the immersive experience of Fan Fest. Come on down and do that GRB Fan Fest. We're rocking it out here. It's just a beautiful afternoon as well. Sun's come back out a little bit. The moment that sun comes out from behind the clouds, it warms up a little bit. Here's your fastback forecast for the rest of this evening, which is going to be a beautiful late spring, early summer evening. Temperatures still hover in the mid-80s. Going into 6 o'clock will be at least mid-70s. Still a warm evening going into 9 o'clock tonight, but great to be outside. It's still 89 at Hobby. Wow, really heated up today. Sugarland 88, Pearland 88. We don't have the official high temp yet. It's not in, but it's going to flirt with 90. If it is, this will be the first day this year that we've hit 90 degrees, and it's a little early. We usually save that for early May. Okay, stationary boundary across the upper Texas coast, and look what this is doing. It's beginning to fire a couple of showers. This is going to drift up into Jackson County, drift out of Matagorda County, maybe into southern Wharton County, El Campo, Wharton. You may get wet in the next hour or two as that drifts to the north. Doesn't look like anything severe, just garden variety, garden soakers. Temps across Texas, 86 Houston, Victoria 89, Dallas has been 73. They've been nice and bone dry to the north. Houston dew points dropped to 28 while it's still sweaty and 69 down in Victoria. That boundary separating us from very warm and humid air from the dry air to the north. This evening, it's a slight chance for a scattered shower. We'll go into Sunday morning, a slight chance for a scattered shower, 64. We'll go into Sunday afternoon. I mean, a 20% rain chance or less. We've backed off on rain chances for Sunday, so we're going to leave it at 20%. This is this evening, warm and dry, staying in the 80s and then mid to upper 70s once the sun goes down. The extended forecast, 64, 20% chance for a couple of little scattered showers through the day on Sunday. High temp ends up going to 83. But look at the extended. The middle and latter part of next week, a cold front forecast to come in, 50s and 60s and rainy. So jackets and umbrellas the second half of next week. Until then, it's a beautiful evening out here. Just lovely to be out here on Avenida. Guys, back over to you in the studio inside FanFest.
Oh, David Paul put his own co-worker on blast, saying that Tim Panday just looked like he was shooting baskets underwater. Oh, my gosh.
Look, I feel for Tim. He is, like I said, an MVP of a meteorologist, right? Didn't sign up to play basketball, but
look,
being a good sport.
You know what I like?
That's all that matters.
He kept shooting.
He kept shooting.
I like that. That's what you got to do to get out of the funk. You keep shooting.
Yeah.
So I applaud him for that.
Never give up. Hey, if you're tailgating or headed to the music festival, drink up. Important to stay hydrated today. That's for sure. Thanks, Dave. Heading out the door soon to get here, no stress. Traffic anchor Jennifer Rada joins us live with what you need to know.
Hey, I would need a ladder for most of those hoops. I'm fun size. Okay, we have a couple of issues. One was working on the North Freeway, but there's this big problem that's popped up between Katy and Brookshire. Let me show you what's happening. All of those westbound lanes completely shut down. Inbound, only one right lane gets through. So there's about 2 miles worth of backup between Katy and Brookshire on I-10. Maybe taking 90 would be your alternate route. Again, the North Freeway, we saw earlier problems at Shepherd. They did clear. Speed still as slow as 7 miles per hour. So as I show you that Tidwell camera, you'll see the traffic is still in the zone where it's trying to recover. This is all congestion on the Gulf Freeway. This is northbound in League City, all due to right lanes blocked. This was scheduled construction, not picked up until Monday. And we're right here at the NRG area, South Loop at Kirby. So you can see a little bit of busy conditions in that area as well. Let's talk about rideshare and taxi in case you're making your way closer to Mia and Len, right near Discovery Green and the GRB. There are 6 rideshare zone locations, 2 taxi locations, as you can see here in the orange. These are also maps that you can find on KHOU.com in a still version in case you want to revisit them. Back to you guys.
All right, Jen, thank you. And, of course, all the excitement at FanFest continues to build. It's the Final 4 games in less than 2 hours.
The team's gearing up to hit the hardwood, the court at NRG Stadium.
Yeah, today, San Diego State, the Aztecs taking on the Florida Atlantic Owls, the 2 Cinderella teams in this semifinal. Tip-off for Game 1, 5:09 p.m. right here on KHOU 11, then followed at 7:49 by the Hurricanes of Miami against the Huskies of UConn. Watch both games here. If you're not going to the game, be in the comfort of your own home on KHOU 11.
This will be Houston's 4th time hosting the men's Final Four. We know at least Miami and Florida Atlantic are heading to NRG Stadium. Jason Bristol joins us live outside NRG. You were just inside. How was it?
Well, it is what you would expect. A lot of excited fans. And then outside this stadium right now, it's a much different experience than you get, obviously, for a Texans game on a Sunday. When you're here for the Texans, you see 1 jersey, maybe 2. Here, all different colors. Well, 4 different colors. The fans rooting for 4 different schools here. And now when you're looking at this side of the bracket with Connecticut and Miami, right now one sportsbook has UConn favored by 5.5. I think statistically UConn is probably the best team out of all these schools that are still remaining. Of course, both schools on the floor Friday for Final Four Friday. Danny Hurley, coach of UConn, outstanding college player, comes from a basketball family. Then you have Jim Larrañaga, Miami Hurricanes, probably the most popular figure in this entire tournament. And these two, well, coaching at this time of the year is much different to them than earlier in the season.
You know, generally, I think when the calendar turns to March, you know, you really begin to back off and just make sure you keep your team fresh. If you're still coaching mistakes this time of year, you're in trouble.
You know, everybody talks about my age, but my players, they don't see it that way. They might see me as their grandfather, but we have a great working relationship because they know I care about them a great deal.
No doubt Jim Larrañaga has that it factor, and that's why he has been such a popular quote here at NRG Stadium as we get ready for the first of two national semifinals. So again, UConn is favored by 5.5. I think most experts would probably tell you that this game, the UConn-Miami game, will be the one that will really resemble a Final Four because certainly when you look at the path that Miami took to get here, beating U of H and Texas, they are battle-tested, and UConn comes in with probably some of the best efficiency numbers in all of college basketball. So that should be an interesting matchup here Saturday night at NRG. Let's send it back to you.
Thank you, sir. Getting ready for tip-off. That's happening about an hour and 20 minutes from now at NRG for Game 1.
We are ready for game time, and this is our pregame. We'll see you soon, Jason.
And over at NRG Stadium, there's also a party going on.
We'll take you live to the tip-off tailgate. That's right after this.
Welcome back right now. Downtown Houston, this is a live look where the entrance is at Discovery Green for tonight's music festival. The headliner this evening, Lil Nas X. So many things to check out both at the Music Fest and then right across the street here at the GRB for Fan Fest.
If it's anything like yesterday, the lines are long for fans to get in and see such big star entertainers.
Yeah.
Little Nas X, I mean, he's been everywhere with his hit songs. Can't wait to see him take the stage tonight. Meanwhile, we're pre-gaming here at Fan Fest, the best place to do so before tonight's semifinals. It's game on for Houstonians and all of our out-of-town guests as we count down to the Final Four.
Yes, we do. But that's not the only party going on this afternoon.
That's right. Let's go from Fan Fest at the GRB to NRG Stadium side of the semis and the championship game. That's where the tip-off tailgate is taking place. Fans are having a blast with games and activities before tonight's basketball game.
Our Cheryl Mercedes joins us now live from NRG. Cheryl.
Woo! I'm excited. I'm about to play ball, Len and Mia. Excited over here with the crew from Ball is Life. What are you guys doing out here?
We're just having some fun. We threw down some dunks earlier, just did a Q&A with the kids and took some pictures with the fans. Just want to interact and help them open up the Final Four weekend in Houston.
What are you all about and where can people find you?
You can find us on Instagram, all over social media, Austin Mills 10.
Austin Mills 10, Austin Mills on all platforms, 8 Millie.
At the 1 Foot God, 1 Foot God.
And then Duke Skywalker with an A at the end, not an ER. We all on YouTube. We're pretty much everywhere. You can look us up.
Y'all are all basketball players.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. 1 second, guys, here. Look, I promise you, I saw that air cheetah. I've got to give her some competition here for a second. You watch me dunk this ball.
Hold that mic, Mills. Ready? Yeah. On 3. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Oh!
Oh, my goodness. I can't even do it with an assist, guys. Oh, I'm going to send it back to you.
Oh, with the assist, Cheryl.
Send it back to you guys. Can't
with
even
the
do that with an assist.
I knew it was good, Cheryl.
Now.
I was rooting for you, Cheryl. I was like, she's got
I gotta
this.
talk to my friends here. I gotta talk to
So
my
close.
friends here.
So close. You're good, girl.
She missed it by that much. I think Jennifer Reyna is right. A ladder is the way to go. Thank you, Cheryl. Have fun. All right, bringing you back live here to Fan Fest. Taking a look at some folks. This is on the basketball court right near us. That looks to be a high school band. They are drumming it up right now, putting on a show at the Buick Arena.
That's right. You can see so much, hear so much, experience so much, live out your hoop dreams here. There are plenty of opportunities at every turn, everywhere you look. Photo ops and other games galore too, not just basketball.
Plenty of stuff to do for the kids, so come on out. If you're not going to the games, this is a great place to be, to hang out in nice, air-conditioned GRB.
It certainly is. Hey, let's keep the fun going with another good sport, talking about Tim Pandages. He's been roaming the entire floor here at Fan Fest. Man, I felt you earlier. Your pride seemed hurt with the basketball attempts. It's all good, Tim. What are you up to now?
So, guys, I think I've evolved enough in my basketball skill that now I need to take somebody else on. I was competing against myself this whole time. So now we found somebody worthy enough to take me on in basketball. And his name is Dalton. He's from the Woodlands. Check him out. He's going to be taking me on. Right now, we're going to do a little bit of a, I guess it's almost like an obstacle course here at the Dix area for basketball, obviously. So we're going to do this right now, live. Okay, here's my basketball. All right. You ready, Dalton? Ready. Coming for you.
Let's go. All right, we've got the newcomer versus the title holder.
Oh, my gosh. Oh. Nice work. Nice work. This guy, he's just drained that right in front of me. Do you see that? No shame at all. It's all right. He watches KHOU, so I let him win. All right, guys. I'll send it back over to you guys now.
Smart. You got to let him win.
That's how it works. Hey, you know what you do? Leave it to the kids. Let them compete against one another. Then you come out winning. I love it.
I like that. I like that.
There you go. I
like that.
Tim Pandages, thank you very much, sir. You know what? I hope Tim catches a break. And you know what? There's plenty of food and drink. And a popular spot for adult beverages is the Busted Bracket Bar. Clever name. This March left brackets busted wide open with all the upsets we've seen in the tournament as well. All right. So you're wondering, you've been watching all the fun happening here inside the GRB, outside at the Music Fest. You're wondering, what does it feel like? Am I going to be comfortable if I have to walk quite a way, catch the Metro Rail? David Paul, how's it feeling out there?
I mean, it's beautiful out here. It's warm. We're mid-80s. And I wanted to look at the fast break forecast for the immediate Houston area this evening. It's going to be beautiful. Still by 6 o'clock, we're going to be in the mid-80s. And then as we hit at 9 o'clock, it'll be mid to upper 70s. However, there are a couple of things afoot. And we got this stationary boundary across the upper Texas coast. And if you look carefully, we'll zoom in. There are a couple of rain showers have popped up near Markham in Matagorda County. Those are going to drift into Wharton County. So El Campo, the Pierce Ranch to Wharton, that's going to drift in your direction. I think those stay south of the Houston area this evening, though. So this evening for Houston proper, 80s until 7 o'clock. Then it's 70s for 9 and 11 o'clock. It's going to be a beautiful, warm, late spring, early summer evening. The forecast for Sunday, it's a 20% chance for a little scattered shower here and there. No big deal. High temps go to about 83. As we look at the extended, look at the right-hand side. Next week, the second half of the week, big changes. Might have to bring sweaters back out for 50s and rain going into the end of next week. But meanwhile, this evening is beautiful, perfect for everybody to be out at the Music Fest and Fan Fest. Guys, back to you from Avenida.
You're getting ready for the Music Fest out there. Meanwhile, we are checking out a great band. That's where Len's been.
Okay, it's the Calvin Murphy original Triumph, I think, band. I had to go find out who is that.
It's Calvin Murphy's band.
I didn't know
That's
he
all
had
we need to know.
Calvin Murphy is a former Hall of Famer in the NBA, played for the Rockets. At 5'9", he was a dynamo. This is going way back.
And he's one heck of a dresser
and,
as well, too.
Well, some would debate that. But anyway, but that was his band performing. So I wanted to go find out who the heck is that. They're putting on a show.
All right, thanks for finding out. Good
Absolutely.
deal.
All right, let's send it over to traffic expert Jennifer Reyna on the roads. Jennifer.
Lynn, I thought you were dribbling back there. By the way, I saw Calvin walk into the GRB, and he was like with a t-shirt, not with his bling jacket, but I bet you he's blinged and ready to go now. Let's talk about those roadways. We do have some congestion up the Gulf Freeway, all due to road work. NASA Road 1 to State Highway 96, this inbound stretch. Highway 3 is even busy because people are taking that as an alternate route. 2 lanes are closed until Monday at 5. Also notice Kemah, it's busy on 146 up in the Seabrook-Kemah area. Now the Katy Freeway, bad wreck westbound at Peterson. This is all creating delays between Katy and Brookshire. The outbound side with delays and inbound both have lane blockages. So at least they're letting a right lane through. They had everything westbound shut down, but still you could take 90 as an alternate route. Let's get you out the doorway with another look on Houston roadways right at the North Freeway in Tidwell as traffic is recovering from earlier problems. And that is your latest look. Don't forget, Metro Rail is free until Monday, so you can hop on. I just posted on my Twitter account a look at the red line. It is packed.
Thanks. Plenty of high fives and cheers for these guys. Just moments ago, Florida Atlantic University getting a nice send-off from their hotel here in Houston as they head to NRG Stadium for tonight's game. They are game 1 against San Diego State. Who knows? We could be looking at one of the contenders for the championship. It really is anyone's game tonight.
I agree, Mia. Nobody expected them to even be here. So why not them? We'll find out.
Why not?
All right. And check out who is at FanFest. NBA legend Magic Johnson. Check out the line to see the former Lakers point guard, often regarded as the best Lakers player of all time. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar would have something to say about that. Sherman Child's interviewing him right now, and we'll have more on that interview coming up a little bit later. I had to run over there and check out Magic myself.
I know. You've been everywhere.
Oh, it was so
Keep it
exciting. Hey, the sports world isn't only celebrating the men's Final Four.
That's right. Today we learn this year's 2023 class for the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Daniel Gutierrez at NRG Stadium, where the class of 2023 was announced.
All right, Daniel, who's in?
Yeah, guys, you know, the Final Four might not have many local connections, but this Hall of Fame class certainly does have a lot of Texas connections. 12 new honorees, all of them very thankful to be in.
Thank you. It's
Glad to have a lot of you out-of-towners back to my state.
Former Texas A&M women's coach Gary Blair won a national title with the Aggies in 2011, being elected into the Hall of Fame, validation for his long career.
Well, I grew up watching the Bob Couseys, the Bob Pettits, the Cliff Hagans, the Bill Russells. And now I'm getting to sit up on stage with the people during my coaching career that I had opportunity to watch.
Blair joins other coaches and NBA greats in the new class. 4 of those legends were here at NRG Stadium. Dirk Nowitzki, Paul Gasol, Tony Parker, and Dwayne Wade all reminiscing about their time in the game.
Also extremely excited and humbled and blessed to be here. Be part of this amazing group, and some of these guys I've played against for my whole career, and so much respect for.
It was like a long journey. Had a dream big, and just believe in myself. And when I arrived in the NBA, I was lucky to have a crazy coach who gambled on me.
Just thankful for that dream. Thankful for those players that come before us, that set that bar, that standard, and allow us to dream.
Some pretty big names there, so congratulations to them. Others recognized included the 1976 U.S. women's basketball team that won the silver medal in the Olympics that year, and former North Carolina State head coach Jim Valvano, who I hate to say around these parts, especially in Houston, he led those North Carolina State Wolfpack to the victory over U of H in the championship back in 1983. That full list of honorees is on our website, KHOU.com. Back to you guys over at FanFest.
That is quite the class this year.
Isn't it?
It is. I mean, Tony Parker and Dwayne Wade on their own. Just
well,
saying.
I got to tell you, what's odd is we all distinctly remember watching them all play. Now they're in the Hall of Fame. Oh, my God. It was like it went in a blink of an eye. Thank you, Daniel.
Earlier today, Rockets legend Hakeem Olajuwon, speaking of one of the greats, held a basketball camp for kids at the University of Houston.
Matt Musa, who covered Hakeem all those years long ago, was there. He's got the latest.
Hello again, this is Matt Musil reporting outside NRG Stadium. In the meantime, inside, the teams continue to prepare for today's national semifinal games. Now, earlier I showed you how photographer Sergio Soto and I spent time this morning over on the U of H campus at Hakeem Olajuwon's Impact Basketball Camp. This camp sponsored by CareSource Bayou Health. And they brought in 2 of the hottest names in college basketball to help as counselors. U of H forward Jarris Walker and Kansas State guard Marquise Noel. Walker and Noel have personal experience with 2 of this year's Final Four teams, as U of H fell to Miami in the Sweet 16, and Kansas State was ousted by Florida Atlantic in the Elite 8.
I got a lot of confidence in Miami in the way they've been playing, and then UConn's on the other side, right? Or they on the same side?
FAU, I mean, they tough as nails. I mean, they play together. They have a really good coach, and they're going to compete for 40 straight minutes.
Who do you pick coming out of this and winning it all on Monday night?
I like UConn chances because they are well-rounded. They have multiple guards who could play, and they have a big man who's dynamic and ferocious. But yeah, I like UConn.
I always find it interesting to get the players' perspective on these Final Four teams, and there you have it. That's it from here. Now back to you.
Live look right now at the KHOU 11 Space Center Houston virtual video booth inside FanFest here at GRB. You get a chance to be interviewed from inside the International Space Station. So come on down and check it out. Back after this.
Big lights, big stadium, big arenas. It gets no bigger. Welcome to the big leagues. Let's make history. Welcome to the big leagues. Legacy, legacy, legacy. Welcome to the big leagues. Let's make history. Welcome to the big leagues. Legacy, legacy, legacy. You want to be big time? You want to...
Big day, big night. It is semifinal Saturday. This Final Four weekend, we are a little over an hour away from tip-off of the first game. FAU taking on San Diego State at 5:09 as we take a live look at where it'll all go down. NRG Stadium right here in Houston, Texas. Then afterward, Miami and UConn will face off. This is a live look we're giving you over in NRG Park. So much going on. And if you can't be there inside NRG, no worries. We have you covered. Both games happening. And you can watch them on KHOU 11 today.
And we are inside the GRB in downtown Houston at FanFest, where folks are coming to where our studio is because there's an International Space Station kind of like interview set up primarily for the kids. It's a whole lot of fun. People have been lining up since FanFest opened this morning. That is a look at where or how you can get to where we are. So bring the kids over to not only say hi to me and I, take a picture, but also do the NASA thing where you can have your own little like interview set up and then you get a copy of that so the family can enjoy it for years to come.
It is an out-of-this-world experience, a great souvenir to have with you, a video souvenir as I like to call it. Hey, in the meantime, Houston, it is time to get hype. Day 2 of our city hosting Final Four weekend, and tonight's a big night with the semifinals with an hour to go until game time. We're pre-gaming here at FanFest.
And I've been checking out some of the stars here. We're going to be showing videos a little bit later. Vince Carter, former dunk champion in the NBA, Magic Johnson. I know we're going to have a story with him a little bit later. It's been a lot of fun. Somebody said, oh, Magic Johnson is here, and I just left. I left Mia here. I said, I got to check out Magic.
He certainly did. We have team coverage for you as well. So many of our MVPs on deck, everyone from the sports team to our amazing meteorologist MVPs who are doing their best to ball and be good sports today. Anchor Cheryl Mercedes out there at tip-off to tailgate. J-Ray, Jennifer Reyna on deck, helping get you here as well. The whole team is here in the house. Jason Miles ready to give us some music festival as well, too. Ready to get Houston hype and ready for game time.
I think it probably for Jennifer probably feels like midnight right about now, don't you think? She's usually up at the crack of dawn, and now you poor child. I feel for you. But anyway, we're happy you're here and participating with the team this afternoon.
Everybody all around Houston is running on adrenaline. We can sleep after the Final Four. How often does this happen for Houstonians? It's been 7 years since our last, so let's enjoy it. Let's live it up. We'll sleep come Tuesday. Just saying. All right, let's get you caught up on the action. We're talking about game time. It's coming up in about an hour now at 5:09. We talked about having crews spread out everywhere. Let's turn it over now to our sports team. Jason Bristol, Daniel Gotera, Matt Musil, all on deck. Fellas, what's it?
Thanks so much, Mia. A lot of orange out here, a lot of blue, and a lot of, well, San Diego State red, right?
Oh yeah, lots of colors that we did not expect to be here, right? We were thinking maybe Carolina blue, or actually no, they didn't even make it, but Duke blue, U of H red, but no, it's fun atmosphere.
Hey guys, thank you so much for giving me a copy of your trading cards. Really appreciate that. They have those down at the GRB, but I stole a couple before I lost the off. Yeah.
All right, let's start with the games now. Let's start with game number 2, which is, of course, Miami and UConn. I would argue that this is the most entertaining game of the two. Miami, UConn 5.5 point favorite. What do you see happening in this game?
Well, I saw Miami up close and personal with Kansas City last week, and they're very good. They could score in bunches. U of H found that out real quick. Yep. But they're also very good defensively. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. UConn can push that tempo really, really well. I pick UConn to win it, but I think that's going to be a really, really close game. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, big question for me is, can Miami slow down UConn? On the UConn defense, they play really good defense, but two guys, Pack and Wong. I always say coaches and backcourt in the NCAA. I'm going to go with the underdog here. I'm picking Miami.
Oh, wow. So we had some video of those two teams on the floor Friday, Final Four Friday. Jordan Hawkins appears to be a game-time decision for UConn. He is probably one of those guys. UConn spreads the ball around quite a bit. If they need one guy to take a shot, he might be the guy to take a shot. So I think even without him, I still think Miami's going to have a tough time just based on the efficiency of how UConn works. So I'm going to pick the Huskies. I had the Huskies at the beginning of this Final Four. I'm going to stay with the Huskies. What do you think Miami has to do since you saw so much of them in the tournament?
Well, I think they have to control the pace of play, right? I mean, that's what they did so well against U of H. And they won 2 games in Kansas City with contrasting styles. Against U of H, they hit threes from Chicago. Against Texas, they dominated the paint, right? So they can win both ways, and I think it'll be interesting to see how they go against UConn, who likes to go up and down the floor, create turnovers and all that, kind of like U of H does. We'll see. That chess match is going to be real interesting.
It really will be, and Miami plays that underdog card, right? I think all 4 teams do, but they play it so well. And with UConn being the favorite, they're like, yes, okay, bring it on, because we'll bring them down. We'll be in the title game.
The first game is, of course, San Diego State and Florida Atlantic. San Diego State is a 2.5-point favorite. Defense, defense, defense. That's how San Diego State plays, and this could be a really low-scoring game.
It could be, and it, like you and I were talking about, Matt, which style is going to win out, right? I mean, is it going to be the open offense of FAU, which we've seen them do really well in this tournament, and or the defense? It's going to be a slugfest. Like I said yesterday, I just don't want teams to be shooting 20%. Like back in 2011, those were awful. That was an awful championship game. I want to see something a little bit better than that, but I think we're going to get something better.
And that's because that cavernous place that they're playing in, that's what concerns FAU, their players, and their head coach, Dusty May, said, nah, it's not a big deal. It's like playing outside, no big deal. But I think they win this game. I'm going to go with the underdog here. Also, San Diego State, of course, Jaden Ledee. The coach said, the reason I thought we were going to be great this year, Jaden Ledee. He's the 6th man of the year for the Aztecs. Will he be the difference? I don't know, but it's basically great defense against great offense, and I think offense wins.
I have Florida Atlantic. Who do you have?
San Diego State.
All right, so that's what we've got cooking here outside NRG as the fans are starting to file in for these 2 national semifinals. Let's send it back to you.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys. We're getting our pregame on here as you take a live look at the Buick Arena. They're back to shooting hoops over there. Plenty of action going on. And here at our studio at FanFest, Lynn and I working on our own pregame here, warming up a few passes. Lynn has been itching to get out there, like high flying, dunk, air cannon coming your way.
Sometime before the weekend is over.
Yes.
I must escape and get to the basketballs.
We're going to get him out there, get him balling, see his moves. We put everybody else to the test. Why not, right? Okay. David Paul, he tried his luck yesterday with some basketball. He's outside now. He's moved outside. I don't know if he's trying to get away from the games or just get closer to the elements and the weather as well. So we'll talk to him. Let's send things outside to Jason Miles. He's checking out the music festival for us. Jason.
Hey there, guys. Yeah, I'm outside the music festival, the security checkpoint. You can see the people behind me. It's kind of ebbed and flowed today as opposed to yesterday when so many people got here early and got in a really long line to see hometown favorite Megan Thee Stallion. But don't be fooled. Plenty of people coming out here tonight. You may be able to hear in the background. That is rapper Flo Milli, who became a star, I'm told, on TikTok. Is that right? She was like a TikTok phenomenon. I have right here, and believe it or not, they say these are their names, Serenity and Destiny. Named for Destiny's Child, is that true?
Yes, Destiny's Child.
And you guys are here to see
Lil Nas X.
And you told me you were able to sing a little, maybe Old Town Road, his most famous song.
We're gonna take my horse to the Old Town Road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. Gonna take my horse to the Old Town Road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. I got my horses in the
That's awesome. And you know, I've been educated today because, you know, I thought maybe
They could
that
keep
was
on going.
only big hit, but you like Panini, a song?
Panini.
And another song is like Skywalker or Star Walking.
Call Me By Your Name is a good one.
Okay. Well, you guys have fun tonight. Be careful. They're also here to see Flo Millie, who again is taking the stage right now. She will be followed up by Maggie Rogers, one-time Best New Artist Grammy Award nominee. So a lot of variety here tonight. I expect this line will get even longer as we approach Little Nas X performance time, which is just before 8 o'clock. Lots of police officers here, emergency personnel on standby, just in case. It is a little bit warmer today. We've been hydrating, and that's certainly a good thing to do as well. They won't let you bring beverages inside, but certainly there is stuff you can buy inside. Guys, back to you.
Jason Miles getting an education on music from the younger generation. I like that.
Hey, and they could have kept on going with the song. Did you notice?
They had it down.
They had it down.
Destiny
for sure.
and Serenity.
They
All
did.
right. Hey, we've been having a lot of fun inside FanFest at the GRB. Closes at 8 o'clock tonight, so come on down.
Come see us. Our morning crew had quite the blast as well. Take a look. Meteorologist Cheetah Craft did a slam dunk at the Powerade 50% more court this morning. She landed perfectly into the pit. Looks like Cheetah needs to be
slow-mo.
Oh! Looks like Cheetah needs to be on the court with the teams tonight with those moves.
All right, the competition is on. Let's bring in meteorologist Tim Pantages. Tim keeps trying and trying and trying. We admire your efforts, sir.
Guys, so after 3 separate basketball events, we decided that was enough. We're moving on to another sport now. We're going to try baseball. We're over here at the College World Series setup by Capital One. And I tell you what, this is something else. So it's like a wiffle ball experience. You have a bat? Can I try this? All right. I was told yesterday that Mr. David Paul did this one-handed, so I'm going to have to try and match. We'll see here, okay? So we get 3 balls. And I will preface this with I did also play baseball as a kid, but we also knew how that worked out with basketball. So don't expect too much. One-handed, all right?
Romeo.
All right, let's try this out.
Let's see what you got.
Sure. Oh, dang. Look at that. My wheelhouse. All right. Oh, 2 for 3. All right, you know, that's something, I guess, right? Better than my basketball skills anyway. But yeah, you can come down to this. Next, we're going to try, I believe, football, soccer, and lacrosse, which that should be quite the show in and of itself. So let's send it back over to you guys, and we'll make our way over there, and we'll see you again in just a few minutes.
Her brother said 20 on the board. She's going for 30.
Well, I tell you what, outside the weather has turned really nice. It's mid-80s, and it is loud, it's pumping. FanFest concert series going on over here on Discovery Green, and it is cooking outside. It's been a beautiful afternoon. It's been warm. In fact, we've been unusually warm for this time of the year. We ended up in the upper 80s. Looking at the fast break forecast for the rest of early summer-like, 86 by 6 o'clock, 76 by 9 o'clock. Here in the Houston area, I expect rain chances to stay low. Coastal counties could see a few scattered showers. So outside here on Avenida, the party's rocking at Discovery Green. The concert's in full swing. FanFest inside. Guys, back over to you from Avenida. Oh, and here we take a look at the map. We've got scattered showers, and look, a thunder shower has popped up down along Matagorda County. It's drifting north, so Mark, I'm seeing a shower and a thunder shower. I don't expect anything severe to pop up, but along that frontal boundary, that stationary front, that's what's kicking off this slight chance for rain in the southern half of the area this evening. So what I've done is I've added in a 20% chance for a scattered shower. We'll stay in the 70s as we head through the evening after sunset. I don't think those showers are going to get into the Houston area, but we'll keep an eye on it. Here's Sunday's forecast. Sunday, another nice day. In fact, we've backed off on rain chances to 20% for the moment, so there is a slight chance you'd be chased around by a shower, but only 20%. We end up with a high temp of 83. The extended forecast, so Monday 90, Tuesday 88, and then Wednesday, a cold front's going to arrive. And this one now is forecast to drop temperatures and bring in cloudy, rainy, drizzly, chilly conditions. Thursday, Friday, Saturday of next week, we're going back to late winter, early spring-like weather by Houston standards. In the meantime, man, what a gorgeous, gorgeous afternoon it is. A mix of clouds and sun, mid-80s. Concerts in full swing. It's beautiful out here on the Avenida. Guys, back inside to FanFest where you are.
All right, David Paul, the weather is cooperating. What about the roads? Jennifer Reyna now with a look at how traffic is doing. Jennifer?
Lynn, you know what I did because David Paul just mentioned the beautifulness and the temperatures? I looked at Galveston, and we actually have some seawall traffic and traffic headed toward the ferry. So keep that in mind. Katy, we are doing better between Katy and Brookshire. An earlier major problem popped up in that area, so we are looking a ton better. The Southwest Freeway inbound spur 527 as you get close to downtown. This stall blocks a center lane or two, so it's slowing you down if you're leaving Upper Kirby. Might want to take Richmond as an alternate route. Downtown Houston, the main highways a little congested, but overall, you know, it's going to be those streets. And we have that road work that continues in League City. So if you are driving up from Dickinson into town for whatever reason, maybe it is FanFest, that's your final destination, Highway 3 might be your alternate route. 2 lanes are shut down with ongoing road work in that area. And here is some of the backup as we check out that picture looking in the heart of League City itself. What else do we have? Well, a reminder about Metro Rail running for free until Monday. Did tweet out an earlier picture, but that red line that takes you to downtown, shoots you out around NRG, was pretty busy. Everybody was behaving though. All 3 lines are free. And in case you are depending on any ride share services into downtown, may it be FanFest, those concerts, Discovery Green, where you see the blue boxes pop up, those are 6 locations for ride share. These 2 orange boxes are for taxi services. So at least you can give somebody else that responsibility at the wheel and just kick back. That's going to be your latest in traffic. Have fun, guys. Back to you.
All right, Jennifer, thank you. We've been telling you about all the fun activities surrounding Final Four weekend. So folks have been hanging out here behind us, taking pictures. Whole lot of fun. Always great. They bring the kids. Some of them are big kids, and they're having a lot of fun.
They sure are. Okay, so we've been talking about all these activities. One of them was the Final Four 4-miler, happened this morning in downtown Houston. Hundreds of runners took off this morning. This was the second time since 2016 the city has put on the race as part of the 2023 Men's Final Four festivities. Tyler Lyon from Connecticut won first place with a time just under 22 minutes.
Never been to Houston before. We checked out FanFest yesterday, which blown away by the everything to do there. I think Houston knows how to host these events.
Well, thank you so much for that. I wonder if Tyler's cheering on the Huskies since he's from Connecticut.
Yeah.
In the meantime, congrats to all the runners. That was the UConn Huskies band playing a little bit of Crazy in Love earlier today. Getting into H-Town spirit, and we love to see it.
Yes, we do. A lot to do here at FanFest. You may be surprised to learn you can even get a haircut. What? Here's Sherman Chow.
Yeah, we are inside FanFest. There are some 20 booths with all kinds of fun activities, like basketball, baseball, even ice hockey. But you know what? It's not all about sports. There's even a place to get your hair done here. I am not kidding you. You can get it clipped, colored, and styled, including this young lady. All right, what's your name, sweetheart?
Addie.
And what are you having done today, Miss Addie?
I'm just getting it purple beside the pink that I have in my hair.
All right, and this is Amber, who is her stylist. So what are the popular colors?
Lots of pinks and reds and blues. Purple's starting to get a little bit more popular today.
Are people getting their team colors? Like if you're UConn, it would be navy and white and gray.
It's been a lot of favorite colors. What is their favorite? I haven't had a lot of team colors, but I'm sure it'll start to pick up as it gets busier today.
Okay. Sweetheart, why do you want to do this?
I don't know, because I want to feel good and look pretty.
Well, I would say you are indeed. All right, thanks very much. We're going to walk right across over here real quick. Hi, what's your name, darling?
Hey, my name is AJ the Barber. How you doing?
I'm doing good, all righty. What's the most popular kind of cut you're giving today?
Right now, today, I do mostly military cut, which is I want to say a 1 or a half on the sides and the back with the guard, but the number, probably a number 1 or a 2 on top. Depends on if they want to use shears or guard. But if I do it with the shears, it'll probably be a 1-off.
All righty. All right, buddy, and what's your name and who's your team?
I'm Tyler. Go Aztecs.
All right. You heard it. Fans all ready for the big games and looking sharp too. Guys, back to you.
That looks like fun. I like the little girl. She's really sweet.
She is. Right now, we want to give you a live look from above. These are fans making their way inside NRG Stadium. It won't be long now until Game 1 tonight. That is San Diego versus this evening also taking on FAU, the so-called underdogs.
Yes.
But here's my thing. This is the Final Four. This is March Madness. You don't know who's going to show up and ball out and end up moving on to the championship come Monday.
Any of these 4 teams, I know on paper some are favored, but any of these 4 teams I think can win it all. Tip-off in about a half hour. We're counting down Aztecs against the Owls, 5:09, followed by the Hurricanes and the Huskies. That's going down at NRG Stadium. Second game, 7:49, both right here on KHOU 11.
Hey guys, we're here at the tip-off tailgate, the best seat in the house. You can see right over my shoulder. We've got the bands going on, and we also have all the tailgating activity that still involves lots of basketball shots to be made. We've got some corn dog, we've got tons of snacks to chew on. And of course, as we've all been saying, you need to hydrate. If you look over here to my left, you can see folks are starting to trickle in to the NRG Stadium. Today, here's the deal. You had to have a ticket to be at FanFest. So lots of colors of the same kind here at the tip-off tailgate. In fact, guys, we need to run because this shuts down at 4:30. We've been riding this Ferris wheel for about 30 minutes, and we need to give someone else a turn before they close this down and they head inside to NRG. But we'll be back with some more highlights from earlier in the day at the pep rally coming up. Hi.
All right, we are on the basketball court right now. You got us, guys? You got me?
Yeah, we just took over the game. Look, Lynn showing out. Let's see what you got, Lynn.
Let's go.
Let's see your moves. You've been talking this entire time.
Oh, on that court?
You're running on that court. Let's go.
Are we going down here?
Hey, he got so excited he just walked in on their game, but
Follow
that's okay. All
Follow
right,
me.
let's
Follow
ball.
me.
Let's ball. Let's ball, Cannon. Let's see him. Make a move. Oh, all right, nice.
Your turn. Come on.
Oh man, I got a bad elbow, but I'm gonna see what I can do. No. I'll rebound for you. How about that?
All right.
There you go.
Thank you.
He's got it. Rebound it for you. I play good defense. All right, let's see it, Cannon. Make a move. Make a move. He's going in. Oh wait, let me get it. I'll get in on that defense. All right, one more. I'll pass it off to you.
All right.
I'll play a little defense.
This is what we're doing. Oh.
I'll get another ball. How about that?
All right.
I got these cables to work with, but that's all right. We'll keep it going.
I'm embarrassed to say I'm a little winded.
It's all good. Keep playing. Let's keep balling.
Is it okay if I run a woman over? No. Not a good idea.
Oh, you won't run through me. Come
I
on.
hear you.
Oh, man. We're making sure we get our workout here. It's just part of the action. If you come down to FanFest, you can experience, you can get in the game. And they got the jams, too, to keep you moving and grooving. It's been a good time here on the court.
Is there any oxygen out here? I need oxygen.
They wanted us to get a workout in, see our skills, hooping it up here in Houston. Wouldn't miss this opportunity.
Always a lot of fun. Beautiful court that they put down. There's several of them. And, of course, other sporting events you can take part of while you're here at the GRB. Come on down. Crowd hasn't been terrible, but it is full.
It is.
So I encourage you to come down today and tomorrow, of course, until 8 o'clock.
Yes, and we're going to be here today until 5 o'clock. And then tomorrow, make sure to join us back here at the GRB for FanFest, broadcasting live for a good time. I had to check on my microphone. Make sure I didn't lose it when I was running that defensive game on you.
People need to know I know you, I knew once you said you were going to play defense, you were going to play defense.
That's the way I ball. I have to tell you.
gosh.
And basketball is not my sport.
Yeah.
Full admission here.
Yeah.
Soccer. Now, if we were playing, put the ball on the ground, let's go, let's roll. That's my sport. But you cannot come to FanFest at the Final Four and not hoop it up. We'll see you back here in just a minute.
She made me work. You made me work.
I made you work.
Houston, it is time to take center court.
Final Four weekend is here, and we've got a full court press of action from inside FanFest.
From the party inside and outside, we're making sure you're not playing defense with the weather.
It's almost game time inside NRG Stadium.
So which Cinderella team will take the crown of the dance?
All right, that's a look at NRG Stadium right now from Air 11, and they are getting ready. In about a half hour, two underdog teams will battle it out in the NCAA Men's National Semifinal game. That's going to be fantastic.
Florida Atlantic battles San Diego State in the first game. The second pits Miami against odds favorite to win UConn. But you know what I say? This is anyone's game.
Yes.
Let's take a live look now outside at the crowds pulling up to tonight's games at NRG Park. Just look at how many people are there. I heard one of the players, I believe from San Diego State, say, we're playing in a football stadium, a football arena. So they are packing the people in. This is going to be major.
Yeah.
But right now we are inside the cool and fun and exciting FanFest at the George R. Brown Convention Center. Welcome to game day, folks. Mia Grady here on deck with you. Day 2 of Final Four weekend here in Houston.
Yes, and I'm Len Ken, and the Final Four teams are hyped up about tonight's matchups, which start in about a half hour. In the last couple of hours, Florida Atlantic was seen leaving their downtown hotel. This team is in their very first Final Four. In fact, every team here for the Final Four, none of them have been to the Final Four except UConn. So this is a new moment for 3 of these teams.
In the meantime, everyone is getting excited. They're getting pumped for tonight's game. This is the pep rally for Miami. The Hurricanes face UConn in the later matchup this evening. Miami beat the Texas Longhorns to make it to Houston. So I know there are plenty of people who are cheering against the Hurricanes for that reason. We know a few fans, they're a little sour about that, the ending of that game. But time to move on. The Miami and UConn game starts at 7:49. Of course, you can watch the game on KHOU 11.
And we talk about stepping onto the big stage. A maximum capacity for the Final Four games for the teams here playing in the arena. Look at that. Normally, they're in arenas. At the NRG, there's 72,000 seat capacity. Look at FAU Stadium. It's basically the size of a high school gym. Look at that, only 2,900. That's why making it to the Final Four, truly a Cinderella story for that team.
Yeah, Jason Bristol has been scouting all 4 of these teams, following them along with his brackets and everyone else's. 2 of these teams, their season will end tonight, but when you get wins against #1 ranked schools, Jason, you can't call it a failure, can you?
No, without a doubt. I mean, just being here is such a huge deal. And we're talking a lot about Florida Atlantic. Their fans are here and they are loud. We just heard maybe 2 or 3 minutes ago a bunch of FAU fans chanting FAU as they were walking up the ramps here at NRG. And FAU is a really interesting story because of the gym they play in and everything that we've talked about. We showed you this earlier. Let's show it to you again. Boarding the bus is a big deal this time of year, and Florida Atlantic leaving their hotel, the C. Baldwin Hotel, Dallas Street, downtown, taking the 9-mile trip to NRG. This team is 35-3 coming out of Conference USA. Dusty May, the head coach, what a great story, and what a big story for the university, because earlier this week, Dusty May rewarded with a very lucrative contract extension, meaning he's staying put. He's not going to jump to a bigger school. That typically happens when you have a team like a Florida Atlantic make it this far. The other schools come around and say, we want that guy. So again, Florida Atlantic now in the building here at NRG as they get ready to take on San Diego State. Now behind me, the Miami Hurricane band, they're starting to file in here, and the cheerleaders, of course, Miami taking on UConn in the nightcap. But right now, that's the story from here outside NRG as we are getting closer and closer to the tip of the first national semifinal.
Looking forward to it. Going to be exciting. Thank you, Jason. Today, CBS sportscaster Jim Nantz starts his last run calling the games for the network. The UH alum has called 31 Final Fours. 31. You can watch Matt Musil's sit-down interview with Jim Nantz about his love for Houston and getting out of the game. You can stream it on KHOU 11 Plus.
Oh, it won't be the same watching it without Jim Nantz, will it? In the meantime, you are taking a live look at the CBS Sports Stage, where part of the Final Four action is happening. And check this out now. I want to show you FAU making sure the world knows they are not a Cinderella team.
Okay.
Heading into the tournament, the team went 31-3 on the season, beating Memphis, Fairleigh Dickinson, and 4th-ranked Tennessee and 3rd-ranked Kansas State to make it to Houston.
Yeah, okay, so we no longer say Cinderella. I got it. The team puts their season on the line. Coming up in just about a half hour, first game against San Diego State, the Aztecs. Some would consider them also Cinderellas, but you know what? They're here in the Final Four, so they all are deserving. Trying to punch their ticket to the final. They got to the dance by beating top-seeded Alabama. So check out how they're hyping up their fans who have checked in from all over the world.
Here, we're not looking just to make the tournament. We want to make our mark. San Diego State history.
Final seconds felt straight up copy from a Hollywood script.
We're striving really to make it Elite Eight Final Four. Making a run in the tournament is a lot easier said than done.
Aztecs on to the Final Four.
Get out of the way. The Aztecs are going to final.
For the first time in school history, San Diego State is going to the Final Four.
The Aztecs Going to see them soon play. And fans of each of the Final Four teams are in Houston for the games tonight. The gates just opened to allow fans inside NRG Stadium. And you can't have a game without a tailgate, of course. KHOU Mercedes taking in the sights and sounds around all the action leading up to the games. You even had an assist on an attempt at a slam dunk. It's all good. We moved on since then, Cheryl.
Hey, look, I've got my feet back on the ground, and those guys are lifting some weights so they can lift someone like me up to the goal to shoot again. Apparently, I was supposed to jump, but I'm safe, guys. Had a great time, and the fans are now leaving the tip-off tailgate, and they're filing into the NRG Stadium, getting ready for the game. But earlier today, man, they were hype at a variety of pep rallies honoring all 4 schools. We had the Aztecs on stage, of course, followed by the San Diego State Aztecs. And we also had the Owls, and I think we just got 3 of those, but all 4 teams were actually present and had fans that have traveled miles and miles and miles just to get here, especially this one guy we caught dancing on the floor.
Oh, trying to get here, I drove from Arizona. 17 total hours on the road. I left Wednesday, 14 hours from Phoenix to Houston. You know how it is. We're here, we ride for the Tex, we're gonna win. Can't wait to see UConn in the Champo.
I tell you what, he had some energy, and a lot of these fans have some major energy heading into NRG this evening. Everyone's super excited who's going to be in the final 2 after tonight. All of these fans got their pregame on, and they are set for a fun night, and we're so glad to be here to bring it all to you. Mia, Len?
Yeah, the fans have done what they need to do. They are ready to bring it for their teams. There's all kinds of things to do. Meanwhile, back here inside FanFest,
there's a ton of stuff to do. Come check it out. You can even see the national trophy that these teams, one of these teams, will win.
Yeah.
Tim.
Yeah, that's why it's such an immersive experience here. You can go right up next to the trophy. That, keep in mind, nobody from FAU, San Diego, UConn, or Miami, the current teams, have held this trophy before, so it's going to be a new experience for all of them. Whoever wins this, whoever emerges from the Final Four and gets the championship, check out the trophy. Folks can go right up to it and take a picture with it. And it's really kind of an interesting thing to just be right next to it, next to the trophy that all of these teams have been battling for all season long. So we started off with 64 teams, right? Well, 64 plus the first 4, so 68. And they're all fighting for this trophy. So this little guy over here is taking a picture next to the trophy. What does it mean to be standing next to the trophy? How does it make you feel? Are you going to go to the game?
I wish.
You wish? How cool is that trophy? Is that like really something you wanted to come and see?
Yes.
Yeah? What's your favorite team? Who are you rooting for?
Rockets.
Which team?
Rockets.
Rockets. How about for the NCAA tournament? You got UConn, you got Miami, FAU, or San Diego. Which is your favorite? UConn. UConn. See, he says UConn, so that's perfect answer there. You can come on down here. It's open until 8 o'clock, and then tomorrow, and then on Monday as well. Trophy will be here until they award it to the winner of the NCAA men's basketball championship. So that's really something to see, guys. We're going to send it back over to you, Len and Mia. Or Jason Miles. We'll send it over to Jason Miles at the Music Festival. Jason, how's things out there? Is it a little too hot?
Music Festival, the line, as I said earlier, ebbed and flowed throughout the day, but it's steadily picking up. Partly because the Astros game is letting out. Minute Maid Park in the distance there at the end of Avenida. You may see some jerseys making their way in here. I am happy to report the Astros won today over the Chicago White Sox, and we've met one fan who came from the Astros game to the music festival. Jose, like Altuve, by the way, and it is his birthday. He has a sign especially for Orbit. I'm not going to ask how old.
35 backwards. 53. Yeah.
And you came all the way from St. Louis to see an Astros game. Why?
Oh, yes. I'm an Astros fan, since 2017 when we won the World Series. Carlos Correa and Jose Altuve and the team, I just followed them everywhere.
And what about the music festival? Just wanted to check it out, like Little Nas X, what?
Yes, check it out, see what's going on, and probably some barbecue. I can smell it, it smells pretty good.
How would you summarize your Saturday in Houston?
Oh, awesome. Yes. I'm here for another day, going back to St. Louis Probably the weather is going to be nice, you know, like here, but we'll see. But everything is good to go. Thank you.
Thanks,
so much.
Jose. I can guarantee you the weather here is nicer than St. Louis, I think. I'm not sure. Reporting live from the music festival, Jason Miles, back to you.
Of course it's nicer here than St. Louis. Jason, thank you. Beautiful day outside. Make sure, as Jason has mentioned, to hydrate. The city of Houston sending out alerts to the crowds of folks to keep a bottle of water handy. Now, I think at the music festival, I don't think you can go in with water. Is that true? Is that what we were saying before?
Most likely not, because most of these concerts, you know, you go in, you can't have anything with you.
Right.
All right, to make sure you get alerts, those safety alerts we're speaking specifically to, you can text MFF Safety to 888-777. All right, we're keeping cool here inside FanFest, but we know things are heating up outside, both down at NRG with people at the tailgate making their way into the stadium and people making their way into the music festival as well. David Paul, what are those temps looking like right now?
Music Fest is pumping. It's a beautiful evening out here on the Avenida. Let me show you what's going on. Fast break forecast. We're going to stay in the mid-80s as we head into the evening hours. We're sitting on 88 right now. And then we'll be in the mid-70s as we head toward 9 o'clock tonight. It's going to be a nice evening. But look, I have had to add a slight rain chance. Look what's happening along our stationary front. We're getting thunder showers popping up in Matagorda County. They're drifting toward Brazoria County. I don't think that's going to get into Houston proper, but it might. So we're going to watch that as we go into the evening with a 20% chance for a scattered shower this evening, otherwise mid-70s. 76 as we head toward 11 o'clock. Here's tomorrow, which includes a 20% chance for a scattered shower, high of 83. And the extended forecast, Monday 90, 88 Tuesday, and then cool and wet going into the second half of next week as we go from a taste of early summer to a taste of late winter by the end of next week. Guys, beautiful on the Avenida this evening. Concerts in full swing. Back to you inside FanFest.
Yes, thank you, David Paul. Oh, it is so beautiful in here. Being here is like being at Minute Maid, you know, with the roof closed, or at NRG with the roof closed, nice and calm. A reminder, more basketball action continues tomorrow on KHOU 11. All stars from HBCU schools will be playing right here in Houston. You can watch the game. That's at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. And we've had quite a few all-stars we have seen around here at the Convention Center.
That includes some NBA legends. Daniel Gotera, Matt Musil joining us now. Matt, Daniel, these basketball legends are heroes to young players.
Oh, no doubt about it. No doubt about that.
Sure.
Yeah, it's been a fun day. We haven't even started the game.
I know, and that's what these big events do, right? They bring in the biggest names in the sport, and they were here in town today.
Oh, they were. We're going to get to yours in just a moment.
Yeah.
That was an impressive Hall of Fame class.
It really was.
But I got to hang out with a true Houston legend this morning. Let me roll that video because I tell you what, Akeem Olajuwon was tearing it up over on the U of H campus. He was over there making kids happy because it was holding his free impact basketball camp. Highlight of the morning, I thought, Daniel, was when Akeem demonstrated the dream shake. And he did it for U of H one and done forward Jarris Walker and the rest of the campers. Now, Akeem says Walker, considered by many the best NBA prospect to come out of UH since Akeem in '84. And here's what Akeem thinks of Jarris.
His character, his physique, and then to have the experience to play under Coach Sampson for that year, he benefited a lot. So he's well deserved.
Hey, if Akeem says Jarris Walker is ready to go to the NBA, I say here to that. Another U of H note, Marcus Sasser named Jerry West Award winner, but Tremont Mark is entering the transfer portal.
Yeah, so that was big news out of U of H, but here at NRG Stadium this afternoon, they announced the Hall of Fame class for the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame, and it was a really good class. I mean, a lot of Texas connections, Dirk Nowitzki, Gary Blair, Texas A&M, Tony Parker, Dwayne Wade, Jim Valvano. I know U of H fans don't like to hear that, but what a legend he is in this sport. Jimmy V Foundation. Here are some of the guys that were recognized and are part of that class. Here you go.
I grew up watching the Bob Couseys, the Bob Pettits, the Cliff Hagens, the Bill Russells, and now I'm getting to sit up on stage with the people during my coaching career that I had opportunity to watch.
Also extremely excited and humbled and blessed to be here. Be part of this amazing group and some of these guys I've played against for my whole career, and so much respect for.
It was like a long journey. Had a dream big, and just believe in myself.
You know, what's also really cool, a lot of these guys, they played against one another. Dwayne Wade was talking about how, look, we had so many battles against these guys. They played in so many NBA finals against one another. And I don't know, as an NBA fan growing up, now these guys are, we all watch Michael Jordan. For me, especially, we idolized Michael Jordan growing up, and now these guys are entering the Hall. It's kind of a cool moment to see that recognition for those dudes.
It was awesome, and because you mentioned Michael, these guys were larger than life.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just living legends, as Mia said earlier, introing this, and just to see them humbled by that honor. That's what I like to see.
Yeah, it's great. So that class is being inducted this summer. But we're getting some basketball tonight. Some fun action. Miami, UConn, FAU, San Diego State. Can't wait for it, guys.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, fellas. It's amazing, all those legends. And speaking of legends, Magic Johnson himself was in the house.
Yes, he was. I got to snap a few pictures, and now Sherman Chow got a chance to catch up with Magic.
Oh, yeah, baby. Huge lines of people waiting to see the NBA legend, including our own fanboy right here. I saw you. Don't think I didn't. The crowds were thrilled as the former Laker made his way to the Coke Zero court. He was officially here to congratulate the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Houston. He has won the Youth of Year award. This is Keyshawn Piatti there, and he got to play little hoops there. This Booker T. Washington Sr. showing off some moves, but newsflash, Magic did end up winning that contest. We did catch up with Magic afterwards and asked him, hey, man, how's your bracket doing?
It was destroyed the first weekend.
Thanks to Princeton?
Yeah, and I think that's what made this tournament probably the most exciting we've ever seen, because there were so many upsets. And the fact that we have a lot of new teams, which I'm very happy about, and I think the fans will going to love this tournament. And let me just say, Houston has been an amazing, amazing host city, and we're all having a good time.
Who do you think is going to win it all?
I think UConn has to be the favorite because they got a little bit of everything.
Okay, all right, yeah.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
But, you know, listen, don't underestimate San Diego State. Florida Atlantic is on a run, and then Miami has great guard play. So I think everybody has a shot, but Connecticut has to be the favorite.
Magic also took a moment to say hey to the Boys and Girls Club members, snapping pictures with tons of fans. And in case you couldn't tell, I know it's hard to see, but these are my UConn Husky
That's
earrings.
why he was laughing.
That's exactly right. I was trying to show. I agree with Magic there.
All right, rooting for the Huskies.
Yeah.
All righty. Well, we know where you stand, Shervette. Thanks so much.
And we know that. All right, so now we're going to go to traffic to see how things are going out there, right, Jennifer?
Of course, yes, I'm in the studio, but I've had my eyes on you guys for quite a while. I do want to take you down to Galveston Island just for a sneak peek of some traffic that is currently running northbound toward the ferry. A little closer in on 45 in League City, we've had ongoing road work. A couple of right lanes are blocked from Nass Road 1 up to the State Highway 96. Folks have been taking Highway 3 as an alternate route, and in Kemah 146, some northbound delays there as well. Your live look outside at some of that road work happening in League City. We've had the same shut up because it's been this consistent slow going area of town all morning long. South Loop right in front of NRG. We had an earlier problem in the eastbound direction approaching 288, so that's one of the reasons why we're packed at Kirby. And then I think a lot of people trying to head toward the game, right? Metro Rail is free, and that runs from Northline through the downtown area. In case you want to be where Mia and Lynn are at the GRB, it runs down to Fannin right near the NRG Stadium. But the blue line, the other lines will also get you there. They're all free. We have some ride share that's also helping out for those who want to take that into downtown, 2 taxi zones. And then talk a little bit about Lynn and Mia, the dribble happening on Sunday. That's going to kick off at 1 o'clock. So between Smith down to the end of the route there at Avenida, it's going to be shut down along Walker. That's your latest traffic.
All right, Jennifer, thank you. That should be a lot of fun, man. Dribbling a basketball for quite some ways, not easy. We'll see how it goes. Hey, by the way, how are you getting to the games tonight? Well, if you're going to game 1, you better get a run because it starts soon. If you're heading downtown for Fan Fest and the concert,
Ron Trevino has been checking on Uber prices. He's in the studio with that for us. Ron?
Hey guys, anytime there's a big event in town, whether it's a rodeo or a big concert or a sporting event, getting there and getting home can be challenging, to say the least. We all know this, so a lot of us use rideshare, and the prices can go up, so we're monitoring that, and we're looking at the Uber prices. We've been monitoring them this afternoon, so we plugged in prices for a ride from the Galleria area to NRG Stadium. We're happy to say it, last check, the prices aren't too bad. Okay, here's what I did. I plugged it in my phone, and from the Galleria to NRG Park at 2:30 this afternoon is $21.90. Not bad at all. So I checked an hour later. I figured the prices would go up, right? Look what happened at 3:30. They actually went down about $5 to $16.92. Very, very good price for Uber. And then I checked at 4:30, $22.96. So it went up a little bit more, but by $6 or $7. Not too bad at all. So, a lot of people use Uber, but you might want to download Lyft and compare prices. I know a lot of people that do that. Now, whichever way you decide to get there tonight for the games or Fan Fest or the concerts or tomorrow or Monday, the best advice is to get there early. You might want to leave early, too, to beat the crowd, or maybe walk a bit and Uber from a different spot. So, some spot that's not as popular. But as you know, when everyone is leaving a big event at the same time, that's when surge pricing kicks in, and it's probably going to cost you a little bit more. Hey, but it's the Final Four. Sometimes those special memories come with a higher price. Remember, there's always Metro too, all right? But you can't put a price on these memories, Len and Mia.
Not at all. You keep talking about, I know, the ride sharing. Some of the ride sharing is not Uber or Lyft, it's mom and dad. Mom and dad.
Yes.
Or friends.
If they can be bothered. If they can be bothered, yes.
Yeah, right. Hey, as we said, the first game going to start very soon here in about 14 minutes. 5:09, FAU, San Diego State. If you're not going to the game, of course, watch it right here on KHOU 11.
Or you can watch it down here at the Final Four Fan Fest, the Busted Bracket Bar. Hosting its own watch party. Tim Pandages is there. Hey, Tim.
Hey, guys. Yeah, so we've been out and about the whole day pretty much, kind of sampling what they have to offer here at Fan Fest. And they've got this nice little bar in the center, Busted Bracket, where you can come and just relax, get a drink. And what's also pretty cool is that they've got all these monitors here that are replaying all the greatest moments and the greatest games from the tournament up to this point. Sure, we're going to get some other great moments, Final Four games tonight and the championship on Monday. But I came across some friends that we met here. And we've got Joe and we've got Dan. Joe is a local here from Houston, and Dan's visiting from St. Louis. So I want to start with Joe. Joe, tell me about, you're bringing your friend down to Houston. How has Houston really impressed your friend?
I'm telling Dan that this is the best place. In Houston is the best place to come to because we have so much to offer here in Houston, and one of them is this event that we have going on, and I'm enjoying it. We're taking a break with a couple of drinks because we haven't had a drink all day.
And Joe, who are you rooting on for the Final Four?
I'm going to go for UConn because they're going to win the whole thing,
Dan, how are you liking Houston? Is it a whole lot different than St. Louis, I'm sure?
Oh yeah, it's a lot bigger, that's for sure. And there's always lots of traffic, but it always seems like there's a lot of things to do in Houston.
Yeah.
Like this is awesome.
So you came down just specifically for the Fan Fest and the Final Four?
Yeah, well, the Final Four and to visit my girlfriend's family and stuff.
Great. We're happy to have you and welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome. So, yeah, we got some fans here hanging out because they're going to watch the games later on. And, of course, there's so much more going on here until 8 o'clock tonight. That's when Fan Fest closes down. But tomorrow, again, it opens up. And again on Monday, Final Four games tonight. We're about 10 minutes away from the tip-off. Very excited, guys. Back over to you.
So very exciting. Thanks so much, Tim. Our coverage here, it is
awesome,
about
guys.
to come to an end. If we want you to switch over to KHOU 11, that's where the semifinal games will tip off in just a few minutes.
All right, let's get you the game details one more time. Coming up at 5:09, San Diego State Aztecs against the Florida Atlantic Owls. Tip-off in just a few minutes, followed by the UConn Huskies against the Hurricanes of Miami at 7:49 right here on KHOU 11.